Mary Needham and Marty Arvizu. Thank you, because I wouldn't mess that up. They're with the Kansas City chapter of Young Audiences, and I never knew this place existed. It actually is right down the street from where I grew up, kind of the Warnell and Westover Road and the St. Teresa's campus. And it's a really good story. I'm sure you're going to share with us the details of how you came to use that location. It's more about what you're looking to do. But without further ado, let me turn it over to Mary.
Thank you. Yes, I am Mary Needham, and I am the Director of Development for Kansas City Young Audiences.
And I am Marty Arvizu. I'm the Director of Marketing and Business Development. Can you all hear us without this?
Can you hear us without the microphone?
You've got that mic and there's two more right here to walk around and make it easier for you. Everybody else heard me tell everybody we're videotaping you, so there are members that can't be here tonight are able to watch it later, so don't veer too far.
Right.
We are with Kansas City Young Audiences, and the mission for Kansas City Young Audiences is to engage all youth in the arts, promote creativity, and inspire success in education. And our CSA is the Community School of the Arts, and that is one of our programs. And the mission for the CSA is to provide students within our community a comprehensive arts experience that inspires them to discover and develop their unique talents.
The Community School of the Arts was opened in 2004, and we are on the campus of St. Teresa's Academy, and it's a great partnership because we're able to share space. So during the school day, St. Teresa's students are using all of the building until 3 p.m. and then they go home, and then after 3, our classes and camps begin. So we share the auditorium, we share a dance studio, we share black box theater space, and the choir room, and a number of spaces on campus. So it makes it a really great partnership. In addition to being in that great space, we felt it was important when we were opening our school that we really wanted to be tied to an educational institution and less about a drive-by dance studio that you might find in a strip mall. So in addition to being a place where children get experiences in the arts, we are proud that we create a community and children can come and be part of our community.
We partner with professionals who earn their living as artists, musicians, dancers, actors, and writers. These teaching artists are committed to sharing their art form and the life skills learned as a result of practicing them.
So this is Isaac, and as you can see, he's only a little boy. The dance girls in this class. Anyway, Isaac's mother wrote to us after this dance performance, "Thank you for providing wonderful experiences at the Community School of the Arts. Isaac has demonstrated an increased self-confidence and feels a sense of accomplishment. Both are as important as the physical skills he's learned. All of this has already carried over in his day-to-day life."
Last year, the Community School of the Arts had 1,124 enrollments, and 21.3% came from families with financial need and were supported by scholarship funding.
Our Community School of the Arts has experienced a good amount of growth over the past 3 years, and in fact, in the last year, we saw an increase in 26% increase in enrollments.
The CSA dance program currently has the highest participation, and these comments are from a dance parent. "Ballet with Miss Kim has very likely changed my daughter, all for better. She started at 5 and is now 10. She's learned commitment, perseverance, dedication, passion, discipline, hard work, joy and confidence, and so much more."
We expect that the growth at the community school will continue as long as we are able to offer the robust palette of camps and classes for kids of all ages.
And funding from ImpactKC would support continued growth for the Community School of the Arts. A renovation of this black box theater that you can see here, it is a very dull space, is the best option to meet our growing needs. Your funding of the renovation will provide space for additional dance, theater, music, and visual arts classes.
We envision an inviting and creative space with a portable dance floor and movable mirrors, dedicated storage, tables and chairs that can be easily stored when not in use, and an art cart filled with art supplies. All of this would make the room much more versatile. We have another child to introduce you to. This is Violet, which is on the right, second from the end on the right. Her mom recently wrote after spring break camp, "My daughter Violet participated in the KCY spring break camp. I wanted to take a moment to tell you what a wonderful experience it was. She is painfully shy, so I was unsure what to expect. Violet ended up having a wonderful time, and all the teachers were so great with her. I actually cried when I watched her perform, knowing what it took to get her comfortable up on stage. And I just had to say thanks."
The increased flexibility of this space will allow us to adapt to the needs of our families, impacting the lives of all the children who attend the Community School of the Arts. And we thank you for this opportunity to present to ImpactKC. And we're always glad to have the opportunity to talk about our organization, especially for anyone who may be unfamiliar with who we are. We kind of think of ourselves as the little engine that could. We are not known in every sector of the community, but we think we have a lot to offer. And I would encourage you to ask any questions. We kept our presentation fairly short, so that you could ask questions about the organization and about the renovation.
I have a question that doesn't pertain to the renovation, but it has to do with the discussion you and I had out in the lobby. You also take programming into other spaces, like maybe you would bring programming to Blueford?
We do offer programming. One of our other program strands does go out into the schools, and we are in more than 200 schools all across the community. The Community School of the Arts offers a very, a more in-depth opportunity, as Marty was saying, where kids can really go and kind of have a targeted experience. They'll come for once a week. A class session will go for 13 weeks. And the classes range from age 2, starting with a parent and me dance class, all the way up to our high school students who participate in theater productions and improv groups. We have garage bands, just a real wide variety.
Thank you.
Yes?
Is the 25,000 based on bids from vendors or contractors that you've already engaged, or is that just an estimate?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Is the 25,000 based on bids from contractors or vendors, or is
Oh,
that
yes. Yes, no, we have bids from contractors about what it would cost to put in the dance floor is the most significant portion of that. It will be a portable piece, so if we need to move it to another space, we can do that. Yes?
Does anyone else, you said you're on the St. Teresa's campus?
Yes.
This would be in the St. Teresa's campus. Is anyone else going to be using the black box space? Like if you're not there, will St. Teresa's be using, any other organization be using that space?
Well, St. Teresa's does own the facility, so really all of the spaces that we use, we share with them, and we, for various reasons, it's kind of a good partnership because they're there during the day,
Right.
and then we're there in the evenings, so.
they'd be able to use it during the day?
Yes, yes.
One of the nice things about this relationship is the dance studio, the Black Box Theater, if we renovate that, we would have right of first refusal if there were ever some sort of scheduling concerns. We have the same with the dance studio. We have a permanent dance studio we showed in one of the pictures that we did renovate as well. So we get to work together on it, but making this renovation would give us a little bit more flexibility and a little bit of scheduling control.
How did you come up?
Sorry.
How did you come up with the numbers, the 800 to 1,000?
Students?
Yeah.
We projected out the number of student classes that we have in the space now, which is strictly, last semester was strictly used for theater classes. This semester, without a dance floor, we're doing a couple dance classes that are in that space. And with the increased flexibility, we project we'd be able to offer additional classes, more dance, more theater, more visual art classes. So we just kind of extrapolated that out. It's all a projection.
Yeah.
Is St. Teresa's able to add any money to this pot?
That's a good question. We discussed the whole renovation with them before we began, and they do have a grant request in to help with the renovation, so that is part of our projected income on the project budget.
So you would put their grant and our grant together?
Yes, with other funders as well.
So what's the total cost?
$31,040.
Where does most of your funding come from for the school? You said there's 21% scholarship. Where
Yes.
does that money come from?
We take grants and donations from individuals. The majority of our scholarship funding comes from grant applications. Sprint is a significant funder. Depending on year to year. Last year, we were very fortunate. We had Josh Groban came to town, and his Find Your Light Foundation gave us $3,000 to support our scholarship fund. So it's just comes from a lot of different sources.
The 800 to 1,000, that would be net new, so you'd almost be doubling your reach for this. Net new programming.
Yeah.
Conceivably, yes.
Yes. And those numbers, of course, are, we are projecting somewhere in close to capacity. If we were able to fill every hour with all of the opportunities, the different classes that we could put in there. But like so many things, it is a projection, and we're, it could be more, it could be less.
What is that projected revenue then expected to be? The additional revenue that, we're giving you this grant, you're also able to grow and maybe even expand that further. So
That is a great question, and I don't think I brought the answer.
I don't have a calculator, but I can make an estimate. We charge, the fees for our classes range from $145 to $190 based on a 15-minute class session that meets for 13 weeks. So we could almost take the average being in that $155 per pupil. But then we subtract out the cost of the 24% of the kids each semester that are on a scholarship. So we would, take 800 times 155 minus 20% times 800 times 155, right? I think we could get there, but I couldn't do it.
Thank you very much.